Welcome back to another edition of Streamertopia. My name is Eric, aka PapaNorse, and as always, I'm joined with Adam, aka Captain Heater. Adam, who do we have joining us today?
Thank you, Eric. Today we have BBXH, mainly known as a Sea of Thieves streamer. You're going to see this is part one of two. We hope that everybody enjoys. In part one, we're really learning about BBXH's interests, some more personal stuff, which was just a lot of fun to do. And we're going to finish up with a special guest. So we hope everybody enjoys. Thank you, Eric.
All right, let's get this thing rolling. Take care, everybody. Hope you enjoy it. All right. And how did you come up with your gaming name?
Okay, so I personally don't, I feel like it's not super exciting. And in hindsight, I wish I had chosen something different, but I feel so tied to it now. But so my husband, who he streams now, he's actually streaming right now next to me, but he used to run a Minecraft server, a very successful one called XH Craft. So his gamer tag has always been someone XH. So then when I started streaming, I didn't know what I was getting into with the world of Twitch, and I was so scared that, I don't know. So I was like, I need a brand new name that has zero ties to me before streaming. So I used to always, I don't know, like I've called people BB, like, hey BB, like a pet name, I guess. So I was like, I'll be BBXH, and that's how it started.
I would have bet my house that his name
It was the other way around.
Yes.
Me too.
I totally got that wrong.
I'm sure he gets that all the time too.
Oh yeah.
Like, why'd you take her name?
I know, right? Like, oh, you have the XH, but he was one that started it. Don't tell people.
Too late.
That record button's on, right? So why did you start streaming in the first place?
Okay, so I started because a few different reasons. So one, I've always been a gamer my whole life. I have an older brother who loves games, and it's so funny because growing up, he would always be like, "Hey, come watch me play this video game," and I sat there feeling like, "Who wants to watch somebody play a video game instead of play it?" And look at me now. This is literally what I
now
do.
It's your life. Yeah.
Yeah. So we always played games together. I also have a background in kind of entertainment. I worked at a modeling school, which is actually down your way. Maybe you've heard of Barbizon.
Oh, I wrote that down. I couldn't believe it. I heard that name. I was like, Barbizon.
Yeah. Their home office is there in Tampa. Okay. I worked there for about 10 years. I went there as a high school student. I loved working there. I taught there. I was the director of education. I got to travel around with it, which is pretty cool, and got very involved with them and loved it. And so I have kind of like that background with, the stage presence and speaking on camera from that. And then he and I started playing Clash Royale because we played Boom Beach, which is another Supercell game. And so when Clash Royale came out, we were trying to get better and started watching streamers on Twitch to try to improve our gameplay. And then started feeling like, maybe I could do this. And Josh works in IT, so he legit on Amazon bought a camera, a mic, and we already had a computer that could, withstand gaming and streaming and stuff. And so he set up and was like, let's try it. And we went for it. And I started it, part-time as I worked full-time.
That is great.
That's fun.
Yeah.
We're going to talk a little bit about Josh because I was researching him too. He's an interesting guy.
Yeah, he is a goofball.
Yeah, right. I wrote that down, D. I wrote that down. Goofball. So the donuts. I mean, yeah. I'm imagining why you like that, but I like those too. But so why the donut theme? How did that all come about?
Okay, so people always think that I'm crazy obsessed with donuts, and that's how it all started, but it actually is not. It actually started because when I was first streaming, and people would come into your Twitch channel and they would ask you, "Oh, well, how can I donate to you?" And I would tell them, "Oh, you can scroll down." And I was trying to tell them there's a donate button, but I said donut instead of donate so many times. I don't know why. So I was like, I'm just gonna make all of this a donut theme and go with it. And that's
I
how
think
it
you just said
started.
donut why.
Yeah.
That's right.
Donut, no why. Still doing it 4 years later.
That's funny.
So let me check off best donut ever. You were, you're not even gonna, okay, scratch that off. So
What is your favorite donut?
well, that's,
Oh man, I love the chocolate, this munchkins or donut holes, the chocolate glazed ones. I don't know why it has to be the munchkins, but it does. Those are my favorite of all time.
Makes sense. No,
so
they're
Dunkin' Donuts. If you ever come
Yeah.
down to South Florida again,
Uh-huh.
you got to go to a place called Jupiter Donuts. It's
Okay.
like,
Never heard of it.
they're these gourmet donuts that are just insane.
Yes.
You know, we both Adam and I are salespeople, and you bring them into a customer, it's like it's a meal for them.
I love that.
Yeah.
yes,
They're really good.
bacon maple. And yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's some
All
good
the
stuff.
crazy flavors.
Yeah. So your intro video is
Yeah.
awesome.
Thank you.
That must have been some production in that.
It was.
And,
Why don't you
and
just
donuts made it into it.
They
It's great.
did. They had
a
to,
lot,
of course.
a lot of them. Yeah, talk about like the making of that. Was that I'd imagine was that a few day project? I mean, it's quite
Okay.
intensive.
This is an interesting story. So I was working with an esports team called Bren Esports, and I was working with the owner, Bren himself. We used to host tournaments together for Clash Royale. As in he would sponsor the prize winnings. And it's interesting because in Clash Royale, which is the game I first started streaming, a mobile game, you could host these tournaments in game and 1,000 people could enter, but it was really expensive to actually host one. It was about $1,700, I believe, to actually host it. 1,700 or 700. I don't remember. But
Either way,
even
it's
if
expensive.
Right. So nobody hosted them. So he was willing to host them. And then he needed somebody to bring people into the tournament. So that was me. And so we ended up working together because of that. But anyway, so he's from the Philippines. His esports team is still alive and kicking. They're in the Philippines. So he was willing to make this intro video for me. He owns a lot of companies. One of them is called Synergy 88 Studios. And so they are who produced this video for me. They came up with a concept for it and everything. And we filmed there in Manila, Philippines, which was really freaking awesome.
That's awesome.
Thanksgiving Day. I can't even tell you what year it was. Maybe Thanksgiving 2017. I can't remember, or 2016. Anyways, so spent my whole Thanksgiving day filming. It just took one day and we had different outfits for it. I brought different wigs. If you notice through the video, I've got these different wig colors on.
That's crazy.
The whole thing was a green studio. So everything was filmed in front of the green screen, the green studio. And then they did all the animations for it. The funniest part for me was when I'm shooting my guns. Oh my.
The Nerf gun.
Oh, it was so like cringy for me to try to pretend to shoot a gun. If you've ever done that, like, and pretend to have the recoil from the gun is just not easy to do.
Awkward.
So,
I'm sure.
it's so awkward, but I always look back and laugh. But it was a really good time. That's kind of how that got created.
That was the guy I think I saw you interviewed him. Correct?
Yes, many times. Yes.
I saw those. Yeah, I watched a few of them.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy. He's super knowledgeable and humble, and just, I don't know, very business savvy. He's a really awesome guy.
You're still in touch with him?
Yep.
Very cool.
That's great. Yeah. D, if you ever go and you're talking about like shooting pretend guns, go online and look for a comedian that goes into the crowd and asks the person to have their best gun sound. And it is the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. You know, just like, okay, somebody's coming up around the hill, give me your sound. And then it's funny. I won't.
Oh gosh.
Yes,
I can add that in with my pretend shots. Pew, 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 pew.
There it is. That's the word. That's yours.
Exactly.
So streaming is your full-time job.
Yep, it is.
And then before that?
Before that, totally different. I used to work full-time. Of course, I'm from DC, where everybody works either for the government or they're a government contractor or something that sort. So I worked for a government contractor. This company built helicopter simulators primarily for the military. And I was a purchasing agent for them. So they'd get a contract to build one of these simulators. And I got to purchase all the parts for it. It started out as a small company, but grew just over 50 employees before I left. And I literally cried when I left. Just wonderful people that worked there. I loved it, but I was getting more and more opportunities in the world of esports, and I kind of wanted to take that leap. So
Yeah.
Went for it.
So, no regrets.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. And then what about any hobbies that you have off camera?
Okay, so a few things. Most of them, I guess, are fitness related. So I love playing soccer. I've played soccer on an adult league for, I guess, 7 years now. I honestly joined to meet people after college because it's just such a transient area here. Like,
Yeah.
man, you go to school with people in high school and they all move away. So I was like, I need new friends. So, and it worked out well. So I met a lot of people through soccer. I still play soccer, and I just recently got into bodybuilding the past 2 years. And so I guess those two together, that's what I really love to do. I'm just obsessed with the whole culture of it, honestly, bodybuilding. And I listen to podcasts about it and watch people's YouTube videos and watch shows. The Olympia starts this weekend, which is kind of like the Super Bowl of bodybuilding for anybody who doesn't know. So I'm really pumped to watch that.
Went all in, huh?
Yeah, I'm so into it. I don't know why. I just am. It's fascinating.
Well,
Yeah.
and I wanted, Adam, I'll take this one, but it's I've listened to a couple of your streams and you're like, it was a bucket list item for you is
Yeah,
to bodybuild.
it
And
was.
I want to know a little bit more. I've heard stories about, going into it, and it's not just something you just go into and give it a try. It's, it's something
Yeah,
you have to commit yourself to.
yeah.
So, and I'm reading numbers like 18% body fat, and I'm like, oh
Hmm.
my gosh. So how was that experience for you? And, what did it teach you about
Okay,
yourself?
so
And
it's kind of funny because you hit the nail on the head there. I really just had this mindset of like when you do a contest prep, they call it, and you read about the length of time people do a contest prep. Some people do 8 weeks, some people do a 20-week prep. So I thought that was like the beginning. And I realized that's not the beginning. That's the beginning of your prep. That's when you start
oh,
cutting to get ready for a show. But there is a whole, which I'm in the off season now, they call it bit where you're building muscle. And so that is really where it happens in your off season. I didn't realize that. And I did okay because I was into lifting beforehand, but not at the level that I needed to be or realized. So I learned that my first go around. And I honestly wanted to do it because years ago I worked at a gym and worked with a woman who was a bodybuilder, and I believe she did women's physique, which is a little bit more muscular than what I compete in. And I just thought it was super cool that she did that, and I'd always wanted to do it. But it can be an expensive sport. So for somebody who's fresh out of college, it's maybe not ideal for most people. So I finally realized a few years ago, now is the time. Like I'm gonna go for it and make it happen. And it's been I'm constantly learning about it all the time.
the
Yeah.
expenses in, I would assume, training and the nutrition piece of it.
Yeah,
Outfits
mainly. I
too.
mean, I have a coach that I work with all year round, and she gives me my workout plans. She gives me, the nutrition advice and all of that. But also, man, the suits are so expensive. They go up to
Oh,
like a grand or over.
I heard you talk about that the other day, how it's
Oh,
like
oh yeah.
$1,000. I'm like, how could
Oh,
that be? That's crazy.
I know. A lot of handwork goes into them, the intricate details, but
oh,
man, it's really expensive. And then there's if people get into supplements, and then you pay to compete in these. So it starts to add up, which I didn't realize. But some of the things, like once you buy a suit, you can wear that suit until it's not functioning anymore.
Right.
no munchkins are on the diet list, I'm assuming.
No, now they
Yeah,
are.
yeah, right,
Give you all
exactly.
the munchkins.
Yeah. So, so every once in a while we see you go on stream,
Mhm.
and I'm sure it's a break in the action, which I'm sure all streamers need. You can't stream all the time, but you do these cooking streams,
Yeah.
and I love them watching you guys. I mean, it puts a very human aspect on your
Yeah.
streams, and
Yeah.
Relatable.
I wanted you to be able to talk about it and just are you a good cook? And
No. Horrible. I don't know if you've seen my Paprika Gate as
I,
it's titled
I
clip.
is that what it's called?
It's
Okay.
called Paprika Gate. That's a
Yeah.
perfect example, I guess, of my cooking ability. I'm actually okay, let me specify. I'm a pretty good cook, but it's the seasoning part, which is a big part of it. The
It's the
flavor
hard
part,
part.
I
Right.
am not good at that at all.
Yeah, I love cooking, but the
Yeah.
seasoning is hard. I'm always sending this guy stuff to try to cook, but he's terrible.
I'm such a typical man. I either grill or give me breakfast. Those are the
Yep.
two things. Everything else, I can't do. So.
God. So Eric told me he wanted me to take, if you can, take a tour of your shelf.
Oh.
Okay.
D.
Yes.
You showed something the other day. You got it from that website Etsy.
Etsy. Oh yeah.
Are you serious? You don't know what Etsy is?
Well, no, you know.
I wasn't
come on, man.
say that.
I wanted to make sure I pronounce. No,
we're saving that clip
with him. Yes.
We're so God. ETSY.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay. So do you know what I'm talking about? You showed it the other day.
Yes, nerd propellant.
I don't know. That's what I was talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So I don't know if
I think there's like a specific piece that he's like, you have to see this, Adam, because he's
okay. I'll grab the ones I grabbed the other day.
Okay.
You're gonna freak. Yep, that's it.
Is that an explosive barrel?
It is. It's a mega keg.
A mega keg?
Yeah.
Oh,
so they make these.
That is so
such
awesome.
A cool job.
That is so freaking cool. I have to get that.
Oh, there's so many items I don't have yet that I want. They make Athena chests, and this was also the one I showed the other day, the Stronghold skull, and it has a battery pack in it, so you can light it up.
That is so cool. You got this off Etsy?
Yes. The guys that do it are Nerd Propellant, and somebody in my stream had bought something from them, and I did the same thing. I'm like, where'd you get that?
They're like really well done. Like, that's awesome.
They put a lot of love into it. And I also have a Flameheart skull back there and the Gold Hoarder skull. It's a two-piece. Cool. Yeah, they're amazing. So much Sea of Thieves items.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's stuff out there. You gotta kind of search a little bit, but there's some really cool stuff.
On Etsy, which I'll put on the website. Yeah. Grief. Etsy. All right. Sorry.
We don't take him out in public much.
I know. Okay, so Adam, why don't you introduce the game?
Oh.
So D, we're gonna take place a game.
Okay.
It's called Ninja or Pirate. We play this pretty much with all our guests, and we always try to bring in a personality to maybe help us out. So we didn't have to search high and low for this one because I know you know this person.
Mrs. Suki. Live? Oh my God, you're actually here. Hey, oh.
Wait, you two know each other? No,
you know, a little bit.
Just a bit.
She is no stranger to us. She was gracious enough. It's been about a month and a half, 2 months, and we interviewed her as Miss Suzuki, and there was so much stuff going on. I mean, she had just gotten partnered.
It was a week before her wedding.
A date.
It was like the day before.
Day before the wedding. Yeah. So, but we wanted to invite her on, and I want to hear the story about how you guys connected. And I know there's another person involved, but I wanted to hear the story.
Who's telling the story? Me?
You go for it.
Okay. All right. So we met at, I think it was at PAX South, right? Was it PAX South?
PAX East.
PAX East.
Yeah, Boston.
Okay, so we were at the Dead by Daylight booth, and I was playing as a killer, and Nikki was playing Survivor, and so we went against each other. I'm not a killer main in Dead by Daylight, so I most definitely lost, and she's a beast at Dead by Daylight. But it doesn't matter. At the end, we just started chatting, and I swear we were Insta friends as soon as we started talking. And I always tell people that it's so funny because if you can go back, and they were vlogging, and so it's totally her and I. The devs were getting interviewed, and you can see Nikki and I in the background, like becoming friends and meeting in the background of the video. It's so good, like
that's
sweet,
cool.
and so funny. Yeah. So that's how we met.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was like an instant connection. You know?
Would you guys? I just thought of this. If you guys saw each other on stream, if you're on ships, what would you do? Would you attack each other? Or alliance?
No. Oh no, we probably.
Let's go after somebody.
Yeah.
What if she had an Athena chest? I don't know.
Oh, I would never take that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
If I had one, I'd be like, here, have this. Take all my treasure.
Yeah.
I'm thinking banana bomb. That's all I gotta say.
Oh yeah, she might banana bomb me. Right. That's okay.
So, and you know somebody else in Nikki's family, correct?
Yep. Pina colada.
Pina Colada. Yes. How do you know him?
So I knew him from way back in Clash when I started streaming in the Clash Royale days. And he was working with an esports team at the time. And I mean, he had just like he was coming around my channel and hanging out and stuff. And then we had worked together for a few things with, I think he was with Nova Esports.
Yeah, that's what
at the time. And so he and I just were doing different, I'd done some event with them. And I remembered that for me doing the event, through Nova, gifted me the game Ultimate Chicken Horse, which is, I don't know why. It's just such a silly game. And I still play it today. And
with a name like that, I don't know how that's a silly game.
It's just so silly. You're like these little farm animals, and you have to get to point A to B, and you're each build something, and it could be like a block to help you get there, or it could be something to sabotage everybody else, or maybe yourself. It's fun.
That does sound cool.
And that does. And Nikki, thanks for the behind the scenes look with your dogs.
You know.
And is that a pizza tree skirt?
Yes.
I love that. I just bought a donut one, but it's like at the front door.
A lot of food involved in these channels.
Yeah. Always.
Nikki, you got to go to Etsy.
Also known as ETSY.
ETSY, that's how I do it. And pick up a Sea of Thieves skull.
Oh
yeah.
Good idea. Yeah.
Very, very cool. Because I got introduced to Nikki's little wall art in the back, and I didn't know about that either. So
hold on.
These streams are costing you a fortune, Eric.
Yeah, I know that. What is this?
So Pina Colada actually made me this.
Oh wow.
Yeah. How crazy.
Awesome.
He made this, and then we had we had people that were hanging with the sign in the back.
Oh, that is so cool.
That is cool.
There's Pina Colada.
Two of them signed it with a little pineapple slice, and he put a pineapple on there. But yeah, he made that.
Wow, he's an artist. I didn't know that.
Yeah, handmade. He carved it all out. He painted it himself, the whole thing. Same thing with the Twitch one. Actually, Bibi, your name is on this one.
Oh, really? Oh, the 17 one?
Yeah. Here it is. And it's got all the names of everybody we hung out with that year.
That is so cool.
I know. That was in Long Beach.
Yeah.
TwitchCon Long Beach.
God, you guys traveled.
Yeah.
Good. I know. It's like TwitchCon and PAX and East.
I know.
Right?
Those were the times when conventions were happening and all that.
I remember those days.
Yeah.
They're
like
coming
to the
back.
house and everything. Yeah, it was really cool.
Coming back. So anyways, I guess we were going to play a game. I think we can actually talk here all day long. So Adam, why don't you go ahead and say the rules, and then I'll get the clock ready and we'll go.
These are pretty strict rules.
Yeah, right.
So Nikki already did this once, so she already felt the pressure, but now she gets to get to ask a question. So basically, it's kind of like a this or that. We call it Ninja or Pirate. We hope that you answer Pirate, by the way. And so basically, you're going to be given two choices.
Okay.
They're kind of like a quick round. Don't ponder. Just as quick as you can. There's a lot on here. Eric's going to set a clock for 1.5 minutes, so we'll get through as many as we can. I know Nikki put some her own twist in there too. So Nikki, whenever you're ready, go for it.
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go, girl.
All right.
Okay, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Toast or eggs?
Eggs.
Cardio or weights?
Weights.
Facebook or Twitter?
Twitter.
Ice cream cone or a snow cone?
Snow cone.
PC games or console games?
PC games.
Anchor ball or grog ball?
Anchor ball.
While walking, music or podcasts?
Oh, podcast. Hard one.
iOS or Android?
Android.
Form or function?
Function.
Pop or indie?
Pop.
Cake or pie?
Cake.
Sloop, brig or galleon?
Galleon.
Big party or small gathering?
Big party.
New clothes or new phone?
New clothes.
Pistol or blunderbuss or sniper?
Sniper.
Rich friend or loyal friend?
Loyal friend, 100%.
Football or basketball?
Oh, neither. Football.
Work hard or play hard?
30 seconds.
Work hard.
Nice car or nice home interior?
Nice home interior.
What's worse, laundry or dishes?
Ah, laundry.
Jogging or hiking?
Hiking.
Blunderbomb or firebomb?
Blunderbomb.
Sneakers or sandals?
Sandals.
Hamburger or taco?
Taco.
Couch or recliner?
15.
Couch. I hate
Online.
recliners.
Oh my god. Online shopping or shopping in a store?
Online shopping.
Passenger or driver?
Passenger.
Tablet or computer?
Ooh, computer.
Okay, missions. Order souls, gold hoarder, or merchant alliance?
Order souls.
Car or truck?
Car.
Blue or red?
Last one.
Red.
Okay.
Go ahead. What's the last question?
All right. The last question is, hold on, let me pick a good one here. Morning or evening gaming?
Morning.
There we go.
Morning.
I know. I wake up,
That
I
was
see my
fun.
phone. It's like BBXH started. I'm
Yeah.
like, it's 6 in the morning.
I
Oh,
know.
God,
That'll
early.
be me tomorrow.
Today was your day off.
Yeah. Which I
Yeah.
did laundry.
Oh, did you? What you?
And that's worse than
Barely hate.
dishes.
Yeah. Which I also did.
So you said Android, like you really do
Oh,
not
yeah.
like Apple.
Yeah.
What?
I'm not an iPhone person, but I've had an iPhone. So I feel like it's a fair assessment.
Okay.
I've
All
had both.
You just like the flexibility of it.
Yeah, you can customize things.
Uh-huh.
Your widgets and all that. I like that.
I
Right.
agree.
Right.
I agree.
Zuki, I always want to call you Miss Suzuki because it's just like how I know you. I wanted to give you the opportunity to say anything that you wanted to talk about, before we signed you off.
Okay. Well, I just want to say that, Dee, I'm really proud of you, girl. Like, you've worked so freaking hard all these years. And all I see is that you continuously push yourself forward and you keep moving on up and doing so many amazing things. And the one thing I really love about you is that you've always been a very genuine person. And I don't know, I could always just go and kick it back with you and have a drink and just chill, And that's what I love about you so much.
Thank you so much. I mean, that means so much because you've known me. There's so many different years and different games and hardships and everything. And so I feel the same. And I feel like when we chatted last year, whenever that was, I feel like it's just like you pick up right where you leave off sometimes. So I love you so much.
Yeah.
This is so fun.
You guys have like both, Adam and I hang out in both of your chat rooms, and you guys both have a very extremely positive vibe. And it's just something that you guys bring to the table with your personalities, and you're both excellent streamers. And so Nikki, how do people watch you?
What do you mean?
Twitch.tv
/Suzuki. Let's go. Okay. It's like with their eyes.
With their eyes, right? Okay.
With their eyes.
After going to ECSY. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna change that question.
Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Twitch.tv /Azuki, AZUKI.
Okay. All right. So please, from Adam and I, say hello to Pena. We would really appreciate it.
And for me.
Yes.
All right.
Much
All
love.
right. Be good. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Bye, Nikki.
Bye.